I want to show you a Photoshop trick today. Before I start, I would like to tell you where I took this photograph and when. So I did a little photo workshop and we all spent like 2 days. First day is like taking photographs. Second day is post-processing those images. I was unable to get to this picture. I think it's a beautiful picture. I kind of like it a lot. What I like is it was raining. It was heavily raining, and what I like down here, you see the reflection. That's real, so that's not fake. It's all the lights they reflect in the rain in the wet ground. Yeah, so this photograph is taken in Bern. This is called the Zeitglocke. Zeit means time and Glocke means bell, time bell. Very old, ancient church, or I don't know if it was a church, but it shows the time. I have already exported this photograph. The photograph itself, I took one of my presets here, my Lights and Bytes landscape presets. It's called Blue Diamond Look. I clicked on this. I kind of like the way the photograph looks like. I don't want to, go into Adobe Lightroom or Photomatics or any other things like that. I would like to instantly get over to Photoshop and show you the trick I would like to show you today. I have my processing directory, and now we gotta find the here we go, find the photograph. Simply drag and drop it over and convert to the workspace. Here we go. The whole photograph has sort of a disorientation, so it seems like the horizon level was off, the vertical level was off too, and it has something over here I don't like. I think it was another building. I don't know what it was, and there are lines I would like to remove too. Now before I start, I don't want to show you how I get rid of all the lines. Like here, see here, there's tons of lines that cross this photograph. I'm going to give you a trick on how to remove. To me, it took me over 2 hours only to remove those cables, the overhead cables for the buses. Just to get a sense on how much time consuming it was and how much time I put into this photograph. Alright, first thing I would like to show you is here up in filter, and we're gonna go for camera raw filter, and I'm gonna click this little icon here, and I'm gonna click the A button. That does quite phenomenal things. To me, the photograph looks better. I mean, it's like the disorientation it's away. I have a problem up here. As you can see, can we? No, we can. 1 second. See here, it's gonna cut off the roof of this church. I don't want that. I want to have the full photograph, including this little ball that is up there. So I'm going to hit cancel. There's a simple trick. Now I'm going to go for the cropping tool, select everything, and now let me quick hit escape and get all the way to the top. It's tight, so there's still, the information is missing on the very top of the church here, and that's why I kind of did a vignetting effect, so you can't really see from here. But if I'm going to do the trick with the filter and camera raw filter, it's going to cut almost the whole top of the church. Now I'm going to select everything, and in case of cropping to this direction, I'm going to crop the other way around. And I'm going to hit OK. Now I have a white background, and I have to fill that. So therefore I'm going to go for the quick selection tool here. Select everything. I'm going to go for select, modify, expand. Yeah, expand. I'm going to go for like 4 to 5 pixels. Hit OK. Edit, fill. Now just make sure the content aware option is enabled. Make sure the opacity is at 100%, because if it's not at 100%, the white background is gonna be visible. And hit OK. Now it's gonna fill the selection up here the way Photoshop thinks it should look like. It's not that bad. So let me quick select Control D for deselect and zoom in. There's actually not much I have to do except this cable here. That's a very odd cable. It's just going to the middle of nowhere. Now go to filter, camera raw filter. Here we go, and do the same trick again. Hit this transformation tool, hit A, and here we go. Now hit OK. Alright, that's not that bad. Now we can crop it back. Yeah, we have to crop it back a little bit. Alright, see here. And we're going to crop the underneath here a little bit. Hit OK. Now there's two things I don't like in this photograph. The first thing is the building here, and the second thing are the cables. Now we're going to do the same trick. We're going to go and do a selection with the quick selection tool. Simply get over, selected, a little more. Here we go. Even a little further out. I have to take that. There we go. Now I don't have to expand because I've already over selected everything. I'm gonna go for edit again, fill, content aware fill option needs to be enabled, 100% of opacity, hit OK, and Photoshop is gonna do its job. Control D for deselection, boom shakalaka, gone it is. Now there is like, oops, this is not what I wanted. Control D for deselection. I'm gonna go to the move tool or hit spacebar. I'm gonna remove the cable here. There's multiple ways in how you can do that. The first thing is like the content, yes, the content aware spot brush healing tool. If you're going to click on this, just make sure the content aware option is enabled, and by hitting Alt right mouse click and drag it to the right, it's going to increase the diameter of the circle. To the left, it's going to decrease it. Now here we're going to start, oh man, there's more we have to fix. But here we can start at the first point, hit left mouse button, shift click, release left mouse button, go all the way down, and click. It's going to be a straight line. See? It's gone. Now under those conditions, like right here, that's not a problem for Adobe Photoshop to remove the cables. Here, that's a bit more tricky. If I'm gonna look at all that, those cables, that's It's not that easy. So you got to break the lines, and that's the whole trick. First, what you got to do is, you got to get the clone stamp tool. Click on this. Increase the same trick. Hit Alt, right click to the right. It's going to increase to the left. It's going to decrease the diameter of the brush. Decrease it a little bit. Go as close as you can. Hit alternate left mouse key, and you cloned. See here? See what it does? It's going to clone everything, but that's not what we want. Hitting Ctrl Z is backing up everything. We want to break this line here, so we're going to go as close as we can, and we're going to break this line. Alternate left and break the line. There we go. The same over here. We're going to go as close as we can and break this line here. Oops. See here what happens to correct all that. Now, same trick. So once the line is broken, go back to the brush healing tool, make it a little smaller, about the size of the cable you want to remove. Left click, shift, second click, gone to this. See? Nobody can see this. Now if you're gonna, start from down here to up here trying to remove everything, I can quickly show you how that looks like. Click, shift click, go all the way down here. See, that's too obvious. It's like here it's okay, but here it's not okay. Yeah. See, that it just doesn't look good. If you do that all the way with all the cables, like from here down all the way down here, see, it's too obvious again. So my trick again is to break the lines. Well, let me do that again. Let me go to the clone stamp tool, get as close as we can, clone here, stamp here, go back to the spot healing brush tool, decrease the size a little bit, take the first point, left click, keep the left mouse button clicked, shift, release it, click again, straight line. That's way more clean than just selecting all the cables and removing those by its original lengths. All right, so I hope I helped you a little bit with this little short tutorial about my Photoshop trick on how I do things, and yeah, take care, and thanks for watching.